Just shut up and drive.
Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to the NASCAR 06 Fantasy Cup. Alright, so we have today Mr. Clean Speedway, which is, of course, Rockingham, except transported to Hawaii and themed around Mr. Clean for some reason. Definitely going to be interesting. Rockingham is a difficult track, to be sure. And last episode, we had our teammate Tony Stewart DNF for the second consecutive week, and he is down to like 13th in the points, so we definitely have to help Stewart. I don't want to lose my winning streak. I wanted to win every single race as my chosen driver, Jason Leffler, RIP, and that was the whole point behind this. However, we are going to need to make sure that Stewart is running well, leading laps, and actually finishing races. Because, wow, that has been crazy to see that happen twice in a row. Let's hope it doesn't happen a third time, because if I step out of his car and it just blows up, I'm going to be pretty mad, honestly, if it happens 3 times in a row. But either way, let's head off to Mr. Clean Speedway. Yep, you can see it there. He dropped 8 spots last race. And he had dropped from 2nd the week before that to 5th or whatever, so. See how we qualify. Real careful getting into 1 there. This track is completely different from one end to the other. 3 and 4 are more sweeping, it's easier to get the car to turn. And turn 1, bit of a sharp incline there you gotta stop for. But we got the pole. So we really don't need to run a second lap. Alright, cool. So we are going to be just fine. Hopefully our car will stay up front. Get that by about a quarter of a second. Hopefully our car can stay up front and we can go back and help Stewart. Now, where did my teammates qualify? Look at Schrader in 10th. Good for him. Labonte 15th. And... oh dear. Oh no. How far back is Stewart? 28th. Well, we've got some work to do. Let's do this. I'll try to run the first few laps here. Leffler, so that we can try to build up a lead if at all possible. Ooh, Kyle Busch making a run there. Pull to the outside, Busch to the inside. Or not inside, but right on my bumper. We'll gain time in 3 and 4. We stand to struggle a bit in 1 and 2, probably. Unless we hit our marks, which we kind of did there. Yeah, we're starting to pull away now, although they did have a bit of a scuffle. Probably helped me out there quite a bit. Dale Jarrett challenging for 2nd place, and looks like he's going to take it. It's interesting. Alright, just build up a little bit more of a lead here. Then we'll be heading up for, or heading back to pick up Stewart. And hopefully our car doesn't immediately wreck, as we've seen happen a couple of times now. This crazy weird thing that happens where my car teleports around the track and then spins out. Okay, looks like it's fine this time. Oh, why am I on the apron? Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Okay, hang on to it. Ooh, Stewart's car is way looser than mine. Holy cow, okay. Alright. Oh god. This car keeps wanting to step out. Also, Mark Martin is blocking like a crazy man and then jamming on the brakes there. Alright. We gotta work our way up through this field without causing too much mayhem, hopefully. Looks like our car is staying well out in front, which is nice. Going on in the battle for second. Looks like Kevin Harvick has moved into second. All right. Bill Jarrett drifting back now after taking second. He's back about outside the top 10. What happened? Oh, this car is so slidey. And that whole set of people there in that top... Oh, God. We clipped Rusty there and almost spun him. That whole group just shuffled around entirely, it looks like. Very strange. Labonte had gained some spots, but now he's on the outside. Kind of just shifting around. Really keeping their spot for long. What is Jimmy Spencer doing up here? Inside the top 10. Okay. Cool. That is Jimmy Spencer, right? It's Derek Cope. It's Jimmy Spencer. Couldn't remember. From one game to the next, I never remember who's who. Why am I on the apron like an idiot? Okay. That moment when you pass Jimmy Spencer to get in the top 5, or you don't pass him, you try to come up and he's still there and you get spun. Alright. Well, that happens. Unfortunately, erased the lead of our car, but it's okay. Too early to pit. Could have tried some sort of strategy, I suppose, but I feel like it's probably best we keep the track position for now. Okay. Go, 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 my dude. Man, they got a heck of a run there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Harvick. Who just took the lead? Is that Michael Waltrip? Wow. How about that? Alright, my car is starting to fall back now. Oh, Jimmy. God dang it, dude. You like jam on the brakes and then pulls down. It's just like, yeah, you can't block and also jam on the brakes, man. You gotta pick one. I get that I drive in and deeper than them, but it's also kind of ridiculous when they do two things at once like that. Okay. Be careful here. We don't want to smurf up our car. Get back by Jimmy here, maybe. You do your thing. There you go. Oh, drifted up into him. Okay, let's be careful here. Careful. Alright. Diver in here. Oh, that's too low. Okay, we're fine. It's dangerous, but we kind of just can't get the run up off out of that. Alright, buddy. Just go ahead then. We can both push up here and get into the fray then. Not getting the run on this car, my car, that I was getting like on Jimmy and them. Funny, it's driving more like I would and not jamming on the brakes going into one. I think I gotta run here though. Just gotta be careful. Okay, nice and clean. Yeah, that's good to see. Alright. Gotta get out in front here. Get Stewart to lead a lap. Preferably lead the most laps. I'd still like my car to win, but either way, we need to get Stewart out in front sooner rather than later. I don't know what's better is for me to run the race as Stewart to make sure he doesn't blow an engine, because that never seems to happen if, obviously, if I'm in control. But also, there's, tire and fuel wear stuff, because the AI handle that much better. So if I'm in control, then he stands to not do as well in this long run, and saving for the end either. So I don't know what's the wisest choice. Maybe, save it. Did I? Yes, I saved it. Oh my gosh. Alright, Michael. You're not mad though, at least. Well, you're gonna be mad now, but you jammed on the brakes, going into 3 that time. Okay. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. So we got our friend Kevin Harvick up here. And man, has Harvick been doing great in real NASCAR. Man, this car is so loose. I kind of don't want to drive it anymore once we get it out in front, because honestly, it's almost undrivable. No grip. And the tires haven't even worn yet. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like on old tires. God. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But anyway, yeah, Harvick's doing great things. I will say, if you're not, if you haven't been coming to the streams and stuff, you haven't heard me talk about it. But I'm not really watching the races this year. I watched Daytona, and then I decided I wanted to take a break, because I'm just not a fan of NASCAR right now. The politics of it, the whole forcing drivers to retire because of sponsorship or whatever trash, and just the way Brian France runs the whole thing, and there's a lot of reasons, and also just there's not a lot of drivers that I'm actually invested in anymore. A lot of these young guys that have come along, I just don't really care about. I am a fan of Bubba Wallace. I hope he does well. I know that car is not going to win every race or anything, but he might win a race, and I think that would be really cool to see. Aside from that, I really don't care about any of these other young guns that have come along. So, with so many of the guys I used to watch being pretty much retired now, it just... it's not as exciting for me to watch. So I haven't been watching, but I do read up on it after the race is over and see what happened. And I've seen that Harvick has been dominating these past couple of races, so that's cool. It's good for him. I like Harvick. I'm not like a diehard fan anymore. I was back in the day, and then I don't know, kind of drifted away from it because of his attitude and some scenarios that happened over the years, and I was like, I'm not going to be upset if he wins, but I'm also not going to be directly rooting for him, I guess. Okay, so we're going to not make it on one stop if I don't get out of this car. So unfortunately, I can't seem to take the lead. So I'm going to switch, I guess. Because I'm using up the fuel and tires, and that car is not going to make it on one stop if it doesn't save some fuel. And also, I'm out of control, loose. So let's drive as Bobby for a bit and see what happens. I wish I knew exactly where my car was at the moment, but I'm kind of afraid to even get behind the wheel of it right now. Okay, I see it up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's still in the top 10. Like 6th, I guess. So it's not too bad. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get Stewart to lead laps, but got him up to 2nd, and I'm probably doing him a favor by not driving that car right at the moment. Although, I probably should be driving it when it pits so I can try to tighten it up, huh? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. So some of you might be disappointed that I'm not all invested in NASCAR like I used to be, but times change, man. Times change. That and man, the races are so long. I mean, I know they haven't gotten any longer, really, but it's hard to sit through them. And I found myself DVRing it and just fast forwarding through most of the race. And I realized at some point I was just doing it out of habit. I was watching out of habit when I really didn't care. And I was glad to see Truex get his championship last season. I was invested for that. But now that he's got it, I'm good, you know? I'm good. It's a funny thing. Recently, I played NASCAR Heat, the original one, and that had the 1999 roster. And if you look at that roster, aside from Joe Nemechek, who occasionally runs trucks now, everyone else in that game is either retired or has passed away. It's insane. Like, all of the people who were active, including, at the time, the two rookies, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth, everybody else as well, just they're not there anymore. And it's just like, I resonate so much more with that group because when I became a fan of NASCAR, those guys were the ones that were there, you know? Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, of course, my favorite driver of all time, but that goes without saying. Junior and Kenseth and Mark Martin, Terry Labonte and Jeff Gordon and so on and so forth. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about, you know? So many people just not there anymore. We made a nice clean pass on our car there. It was just kind of hanging on to a top 10, kind of still fighting there, but not doing great. Him and Mike Bliss, was that? You would notice. Fighting hard there. Oh, Junior's taking him 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, man. That's happening. Stewart's still in second. Harvick is pulled away. This 18 car can definitely make it on one more stop, it looked like. So that's a thing, but I don't know. I don't know who to be driving as to ensure that things go okay. I guess I should be back in my car at some point. But, I don't know, man. I guess we should jump back in it just for a bit. Oh. A little moment there. How's this car feel? Can't be as loose as Stewart's. That car is just out of control. Hi, Junior. Bump draft there, just say hello. This car feels pretty good. Yeah, this car definitely feels fine. So yeah, hopefully it'll be alright on fuel. I think it will be, probably, since I wasn't driving as it. Okay, Stewart just got passed for second. Looks like possibly getting passed again for third in a minute. Starting to drift back. We just have to make sure that he gets a solid finish and continues to get them for the rest of the season. But I definitely would like to win this race and keep up our winning streak with Leffler. Maybe difficult though. I'm not like amazingly fast here, and Harvick is just friggin' gone. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is all going to go down, but we haven't had any tire wear yet, which is interesting. We'll see about that, but let's ride this out until pit stop time and try to get a couple spots in the meanwhile. Alright, Gonna be pitting this time. I decided I'm gonna pit as Stewart. And try to tighten his car up and also get him some pit strategy going here. Well, so we're gonna do that and that. And barring some crazy incident, this will hopefully result in some good track position, and also in this car maybe handling a bit better. We'll see. But hopefully get this car out in front and then switch to the 11. That's the idea anyway. It definitely feels tighter. I don't know if it's tight in a good way, but we'll see. Harvick still has not pitted. The caution comes out. We're all lapped at this point, so that's not good. Harvick's on pit road now. Let's just be careful, not cause a caution. Hope the AI doesn't cause a caution and get around here. Be careful. Do anything stupid here. As I dive under this lap car for no reason. But gotta be making forward progress here too. Harvick starting to leave pit road now, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have a nice little advantage with him. Stewart. I'm smooth here. Build it up and then go find Leffler, who is eons behind. Eons! Oh my god. Well, I'm not sure we're gonna actually pull this off then. That worries me, but okay. Just hang in there, Stewart. Do not blow up this time. Alright, so we're 12th, so we did not have a good pit stop. And also, we are 11 seconds behind. Oh man. Well, let's see if we can make up some ground here. Alright guys, gonna be coming to 20 to go. I've knocked the lead down to 5.5 seconds. Stewart is in heavy traffic. There is a chance I'll catch him, but my gosh, it's going to be a miracle. I can't believe we've closed the gap this much though. It was 11 seconds, right? So we're getting there, but I think we might run out of time, honestly. We'll see. Oh boy, things have changed mightily here, guys. There was a bit of a scuffle, I think, with the lap traffic, and Stewart got held up. We gained a bunch of time on him, but now Johnson has passed him for the lead, which is not something we wanted to see happen. I'll watch out for Rudd here. Why he's so mad, but he is. I'll try my best to have Stewart get past Johnson as well if I can, but I can't believe that. I think we definitely caught a break or something, because we gained a bunch of time within like a couple of laps. Although Stewart could be fading a bit because of the tires, I still think there was some sort of commotion, because you see there's gaps in the lap traffic now that wasn't there before. Something happened. Somebody got bogged down or something. I don't know, but yeah. Question is, can we actually pass Johnson here? Should probably be share drafting. I've been trying to do that more, pull myself up to people, because I know people are telling me that works much better than not doing it. So I'm trying to take advice here. Hold myself out. I'm getting a hand cramp right now. This is a very difficult race. I will have you know. Hello, Sterling Marlin. Okay. This is gonna, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to help Stewart anymore. Looks like he's gonna be third, probably, which is cool. Way better than last, so good for him. Let's focus on beating Jimmy Johnson here. This is definitely going to be the hardest we've probably had to fight to win a race. Because we were legitimately way behind the way things worked out, and still have not gotten to Johnson, and now the tires are starting to wear on both sides. I can only imagine what Stewart's tires are doing right about now. Oh, we gotta run, we gotta run. Oh, couldn't quite finish it. Dive it in deep. Oh, a little contact. Keep to the bottom. Oh, Jimmy scuffed the wall. Running on fumes. Frick you. I ain't got time to worry about that. Oh, Johnson right on my bumper. As we take the white flag, he's looking to the outside. Oh, fighting it too. Car is tight, wanting to break loose. Scuffing the freaking wall. Drive it in deep in 3. Stick, please. It did. Oh my gosh. Our win streak stands. Holy cow, this race was tough. Yikes. Oh, my hand cramps. Hand cramps. We're too old for this crap. And Tony Stewart ends up third after leading quite a few laps. I don't know if it was the most. I think Harvick probably got the... Holy cow, what a friggin' race that was. That's one I'm proud of right there. We had to work for that. Obviously, we had a little break, I think, with the traffic or some such thing, but that caused Stewart to fade. Maybe just the old tires. I don't know. I think he did lead the most laps. No, he didn't. I can see it right there, Harvick, by 5. Oh, well. He did lead a lap and finished third, so that's a good recovery for him. And we ended up winning this race, but man, we fought hard for this one. Hard, I'm telling you. So yeah, let's move on. Yeah, boy! Alright, let's look at the standings. We have a 148-point lead over our teammate Bobby Labonte. Carl, Kurt, Jimmy, Jr., all them up here. Where is Stewart? Stewart jumped back up to 11th, but he still has a long way to go. If we want to get him up here with us, he's going to have to gain 115, 116 points on Edwards and all of these guys as well. But I think we can do it. We just need to make sure he doesn't have any more issues. I don't know how we can really control that, but we'll try to help him out as much as possible to get him back up here. But our win streak stands. We've won 6 of 6. And next episode, we're going to be heading to Dockside International Raceway. This is a fun track, if I recall, and I'm looking forward to driving on it again. It's been a very long time. I don't even remember the last time I've been on this track, so that's going to be interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, hammer that like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new to join the Wolf Pack, and I will see you next time for Dockside. Bye.